In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to reach your goals on Amazon, to boost your sales and to grow faster, because a lot of the things that you can actually start implementing in your business are actually counterintuitive, right? And you're going to see when we're going to jump straight away into the first thing that you should actually do, the first tips that I'm going to give you today. Before we actually dive into those tips and we actually start the videos, you guys know I'm now offering one-on-one coaching. So if you need help to actually scale your Amazon business, to reach your goals faster, you need someone to actually help you build a plan to reach those goals, link in the description, book a call with me. Best thing to do if you want to scale fast and you have capital available to do it and you do not know where to go. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, you are just trying to kickstart your business, or if you're a little bit more advanced and you are ready to inject more capital into your business. If you need some guidance, link in the description, book a call with me. Second link, join the Discord server, because networking is one of the key things that is going to help you grow in this business, because you're going to learn so much stuff just by talking to other people in this business. Link in the description, join the Discord server, come hang out with us. And do it, especially when we have the live call, come hang out, come ask questions, and just come hang out with people in the Discord server, okay? So, the first tip that I'm going to give you today, and as I told you, it's counterintuitive, right? Sales velocity is more important than return on investment. This is one thing that you need to know. And this is a mistake that a lot of people have done and that I've done myself. I was focusing too much on return on investment and not enough on sales velocity. And I've said it multiple times in this channel, but more often than not, we need to be reminded instead of learning some new stuff, right? And this is something that you really need to drill down your head if you want to start growing on Amazon. Sales velocity, I'm sorry, I'm losing my word. It's way more important than return on investment, because I made a few videos in the past where I actually broke down the numbers, and if you actually, you could scale your business way faster with fast selling product at 20% return on investment that you could with slow selling product at 100% on return on investment. Yes, of course, it looks better. It feels good to have that flip, that 100% return on investment flip, but it is not scalable. It's just not scalable. It does not mean that you should only do things that are scalable, especially when you start. And I'm going to talk about that in a future video. But you need to, it's actually going to scale way faster if you focus on super fast selling product instead of looking for those, crazy high return on investment that sells slowly. It's way better for you to actually do this. Also, because when you actually start operating at scale, it's way easier to actually liquidate a product that is selling fast than a product that is selling slow. If you want to, if you want to liquidate a product and it's a slow seller, you're gonna run into some problems, because not only the product is not selling, but even if you drop down the price, the product is not necessarily going to sell super fast, except if you really cut the price, which may not be interesting to you. So this is why you should focus on fast selling product, because of that you can liquidate the products easily if they tank or whatever, and just because your money is going to compound way faster, and it's better to flip a product, to flip your money 5 times at 20% on return on investment in a year than to flip your products 1 time at 100% return on investment in 1 year. It's way better to do the first thing that I said than actually the second one. All right. So that was number 1. Number 2, going deeper in stock is going to help you a lot sell your product faster, because one of the things that Amazon is looking at with the buy box algorithm is how much stock do you have. And so I know that when you start, we are always talking about, doing some test buys and stuff like that. But as you grow, you want to go deep in stock, because Amazon, and you are going to see how much more Amazon is going to give you the buy box once you actually have a lot of stock, and once you have ASINs where you actually never go out of stock. Amazon is going to favor you for the buy box like crazy, and you're going to see that the velocity at which your items fly out the shelf is going to be way greater if you actually have more stock, if you actually manage to stay in stock all the time. So I know that it's counterintuitive, because with online arbitrage, we say that it's flexible, because you do not have to go super deep in an ASIN, just like with wholesale, for example, or if you do private labeling, which is even worse. But you are going to be highly favored if you actually go deep in inventory. It's going to help you a lot. You're going to have the buy box. The buy box is going to rotate to you way more. And people often, like, I think this is one of the elements of the buy box algorithm that is the most overlooked. Go deep in stock when you have a great seller, all right? You're going to see your sales are going to skyrocket, because if you can just go from 20% of winning the buy box to 40%, your sales are going to double, and what you expected to sell in 1 month is actually going to be doubled. So go deep in stock, try implementing this, actually start trying this strategy, and let's see how it affects your business, or how it affects your sales, and if your business starts to actually grow better. Do this with the first thing that I said. Focus on super high selling products. Try to stay in stock all the time by ordering a ton of it whenever they come on sale, and you're gonna get the buy box a ton. All right, that was number 2. Number 3, when you scale, less is more. If you actually try to look at huge sellers storefront, you are going to see that they do not necessarily have a lot of ASINs in their storefront. They do not have a lot of ASINs. They pretty much look all the same. All the guys that you see on YouTube, you actually try to find their storefront. This is what you're going to see, except mine, because on mine, I have a lot of ASINs. This is actually a bad thing. This is something that I'm trying to, I'm starting to actually work in another way and, go deep with the products that I really know are good to actually get more buy box and to scale faster. And I'm trying to go with lower return on investment products, which is fine because I'm trying to focus really on those on those fast selling items. Yes, it's great to do the things that is not scalable when you start, but whenever you want to grow, you need to, do some sacrifice and actually do the things that is going to help you scale. So that was number 3. Number 4, you need to understand that prepping is the less return, is the task with the least return on investment that you have in your business, and you need to outsource it as fast as possible. Prepping takes a lot of time. This is one of the things, when you grow to when you start being above $20,000 a month, this is the thing that is going to take you the most time and that returns the less money into your pocket. Some people that do retail arbitrage say that, with a prep center, stuff do not necessarily work well all the time. Of course, it's not always going to work well, all right? You're going to need to find a great prep center. And I had some bad stories with some prep center that I will talk about not too long. It's going to be soon. I'll talk about that in the channel soon, but you are going to need to outsource sourcing at one point, whether it is, and it's going to take you a while to actually be able to have your own warehouse with your own warehouse workers. So a prep center is a great alternative. Do not wait to be at that point to actually stop prepping. Prepping is not a high skill task in your business, all right? It's a super low skill task in your business. You need to outsource it as fast as possible, and it's going to free up so much time for you. You have no idea. If you actually grow to $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month, and you start outsourcing prepping at that moment, you're gonna see how much time you save. You will have so much free time that you will not know what to do with it. This is why I'm actually working on some other project right now and doing all this stuff, because I'm actually bored because you do not necessarily need to source a ton when you are at that level, and I'm actually bored, to be honest. I'm super bored, and this is why. And I think this is one of the things that actually impede my growth in that. And I said it in this beginning of the month video. This is one of the things that actually impedes my growth, because I took money out of the business to invest in other ventures and stuff like that, and so it actually impedes my growth on Amazon a ton actually. But that's okay, I'm not in a rush to actually reach my goals. Of course, I'd like to reach my goals as soon as possible, but I'm not in a rush to reach that point. So we're gonna get there soon. And but yeah, start outsourcing prep. You're gonna see how much time you're gonna save. And do not do like me, just focus on Amazon as long as possible so you can reach your goals fast, and then move to other ventures, all right? So we are finally at the last step, and the last step is things are easy. This business is easy. Do not make it more complicated than it is, all right? Just focus. If you have once you actually scale, not at the beginning, but once you scale, if you have one great niche that you are knowledgeable in, for example, I don't know, you are really good with sneakers, with Nike sneakers, when they come in stock, that they always sell Why would you source something that you do not know? Focus on that. If you know whenever they come on sale, focus on that. Just buy this, sell this, and just stack up your money whenever you just try to make your business super simple. Do not try to overcomplicate it. If you have one sourcing method that works good for you, do it. Of course, it does not mean that you should stop learning, but do not make it more complicated than it is, because I see a lot of guys doing it more, like making stuff more complicated than it is. Just with ungating. And ungating is like a super beginner task to do. So, you know, people try to make it so complicated. And even if the comments, if you saw the video, and I even made the comments response, the video response to one comment, people make it so complicated, saying that, oh, it does not work. Oh, like, at the end of the day, you just need to submit a PDF document. You need to click 3 times. This is not complicated. You just need to submit a PDF document. That's it. Stop overcomplicating stuff. That's easy. Everything, this business is not complicated. It's not complicated at all. The only thing that you're doing is buying product cheap, selling them at a more expensive price, profitably. That's it. That's it. Your only limitation is that it needs to be profitable. That's all it is about this business. There's nothing more. That's it. It's a simple business. It's not rocket science. Do not overcomplicate it. Yes, you can go super deep with sourcing like I was doing before and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, yes, you need to go through this, but this business, like, do not overthink it. This business is not complicated. Do not try to be crazy creative with your sourcing method, stuff like that, because at the end of the day, this business is super simple. All right. Yes, of course, you can try to get creative on some stuff, to find some stuff, but you do not need to do this to be able to run your business successfully. You do not need to do it. As I said in a previous video, you can run a 7-figure business on Amazon just by selling socks. That's it. You do not have to make it complicated. You can run a 7-figure Amazon online arbitrage business by selling Nike socks. And this was like an epiphany for me when I really realized that I'm doing stuff, like the way I'm doing stuff is way too complicated. You do not need to do this. People are running 7-figure stores just by selling Nike socks. That's it. No need to do some crazy sourcing. No need to have all those softwares. You could do this. You could literally do this. It's not like, it's not complicated. It's really not complicated. You could literally do this selling socks. You could do this selling anything. You could do this like, it's an easy business model. It's not too hard. Do not overcomplicate it. Do not overcomplicate it. It's an easy business model. Do what works. Do not try to come up with new strategies like that. You know what works. Just do what works, and just do what works consistently for a long period of time. You're going to make money, you're going to be successful. That's it. You just need to do the work consistently. It's not that it's difficult. You need to do it consistently for a long period of time to see results. That's it. That's really all it is about this business. Don't think that the guys that are successful running Amazon stores, 7-figure Amazon stores, are smarter than you. Do not think that I am smarter than you just because I'm having more sales than you. A lot of people actually have more sales than me. We have people on the Discord server with more sales than me. It's not about that. Anybody can run an Amazon business. The only thing that is going to limit your growth is capital, all right? And how much access to capital do you have? If you know to source, if you're already making a little money on Amazon, this is the only thing that is going to be the difference between someone who's making $20,000 a month and someone who's making $100,000 a month. It's just the access to capital. All right. As long as it is profitably, because if you do $20,000 a month and you're not profitable, yes, you're never going to reach that goal. But like I'd say past $25,000 a month, it's just about access to capital. And this is the only thing that you need to work on. Like, to be honest, like if you can make $25,000 a month consistently, like past that, like, to be honest, past that, there's no skills, there's no skill gaps regarding sourcing and all that stuff. It's all about access to capital. That's the only thing that is going to take you from $20,000 a month to $100,000 a month. Then I think you could argue that once you actually start reaching $100,000 a month, then there are skills, because there's more stuff that you need to outsource, and then there's, some skills that come into play, like working with a team, building a virtual assistant team, all that stuff, being able to manage that team and stuff like that. This is when those skills that are going to take you above that will come, and this is where the next, I'd say, the next wall where you need to actually refine your skills will come. But before that, like, to be honest, it's just about access to capital. That's it. That's it. That's really it. You could really run a six-figure a month business on Amazon by yourself with the same sourcing skills that you have if you do $20,000 a month profitably. That's really it. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope it was helpful. If it was, leave a like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I'll see you tomorrow because I release a new video every single day about selling on Amazon. And I will see you tomorrow for a new video. Watch these other videos on the screen, by the way, if you want to keep learning. Thank you for watching.